Hey guys, I'm a little sick today, but I figured I'd still make this video while this car was here. It's affecting a lot of Fusion owners, 2009 to 2012. And what it has to do with is your check engine light keeps coming on, and maybe even the dealer cannot fix it. The problem is that it has an evap leak, whether it be small or large, and they can't find the concern because it's intermittent. Well, the problem all stems right from this filler neck and this easy fuel capless system that Ford devised in 2007 on the Ford Explorers. Now, on the Ford Explorers, they had a lot of big seals in the door and otherwise to keep the debris out of there so it wouldn't clog up this flapper valve and the actual seal in there that seals it up when not in filling mode, which keeps the vapors in and it passes the evap test then. This one, as you can see, has no seal on the door and a very, very small skimpy seal. You can see it right there around the outside. Now, what makes this one even worse and why this one failed so early to 2012 is the actual spring that's inside here that keeps this door pulled tight against that seal is broken. So this one kind of just goes like this. And you can see everything just comes in there and that seal is null and void at this point. Now, the other problem is that this filler neck right here is so low and close to the road and debris. The tire kicks up. You can see it all coming up here, and that just gets all up in here, and then it falls down in here. It's like a big bowl, and just starts causing problems with interference in that seal, and then it won't seal on its own once you pull your fuel filler nozzle out of here, and all of a sudden you have evap leaks. Now, on the Explorers and like my 09 Escape, there wasn't an issue because of the better seal, but also because it's a lot higher up and further away from all that road debris, whereas this one's constantly being hit with it. Here's the new design on the 2013 Fusions, and you can see it's almost like a flush design, and it has like a pre-flapper, I guess you could say, before the actual flapper on the inside, so that keeps a lot more debris out instead of it all just falling down into that like bowl almost. And then you stick the nozzle in, it just goes in there. So this one keeps it almost flush. And then, of course, there's a lot better door seal. So Ford has addressed the issue with the 13s and newer, but what about you and your 2009 or 2010? Well, we can do a little bit of maintenance on it and try to keep this from happening altogether. Now, this one's so bad, I'm actually changing the filler neck. This filler neck changed part numbers about 5 times. But what you can do, if you have that code that keeps popping up, is clear the code, whether you pull the battery or have it AutoZone clear it, one of the two. And then before you ever push down this flapper right here, we're going to use compressed air and we're going to blow it out really good. And then you grab your emergency filler funnel that should be with your jack in the trunk, and we're going to stick it in there, 10, 20, 30 times. What I like to do is actually blow it out while I'm doing this, but I'm using one hand for filming, obviously. But I do blow it out, plus do this over and over again. And then I'll squirt a light oil on it, like WD-40, and then I'll work that in there too. And that way it gets down in there and makes the seal in there more plush. Now, we don't want all this residue on here because all it's going to do is attract more dirt. So once we're done doing that, we're going to blow it off of there. And then it's kind of like new. I mean, it's cleaned up, it's lubricated a little bit, and we got the residue off. And at this point, you can clear your codes and then dry it for a couple of days because it's going to take a while for the evap monitor to run. And you'll see if it is fixed or not. This is a very common issue, and the very first thing Ford even says is to start cleaning this out and then retest. Now we have a actual evap test on our scan tool. We can test right away. And this one, by doing this, it went from over a 40 thousandths leak, like 60 or 80 thousandths leak, to about a 10 thousandths size leak, which is below California standards. So it does work, and I've done it more than once before. I mean, they're always coming in, especially on the Ford Fusions. So before you take it to the dealer or a shop and have them just start throwing parts at it, like canister vent valves and all that, try this out and do a little diagnosis for yourself. You can save yourself a lot of money.